fight is going to decide this map without a shadow of a doubt. There's the headshot. Needs one more.
Welcome back, everyone, to the Guns of Boom Season 2 Summer Challengers Cup. We're finally, after 2 weeks of unfortunate downtime, are kicking off the first cup here in the summer season, which means the Pro Series Brazil event is right around the corner. In 7 days, we'll be kicking off the best teams in the world, going head-to-head in Brazil to see who's the #1 team in the world. Maybe it's going to be Impact again. Did you raise your chair even higher?
We've had the last 2 hours where we haven't done anything. In the last 30 seconds, found out this chair goes higher. So now we're more... This is good. I like this.
Okay, just to show you really quickly, I am all the way down. I think you're all the way up, aren't you?
Yeah, this is me at the lowest.
Well, I'm Jason Capita, my son here.
I'm Falcone. Hey, how's it going?
How you doing? First show here for him. Did do the EU show if you didn't turn in for that one, but we are doing the NA show now. So if you guys are just joining us or who are obviously picking back up from the earlier show, I guess I hope you enjoyed the Champions League finals. Don't know who won, don't know who played, don't really care. Not really much of a soccer fan myself for football.
Me neither. And I'm English, so that's really bad for me. But
did any of your teams make it?
I don't know. I don't care. I mean, how can you have a team?
I don't know.
If you don't...
I don't know. They spend hundreds of millions of dollars and they don't even qualify or something like that. I don't know. I think there's a team. Who knows? Anyways, we're talking about Guns of Boom now because we're coming into, well, the top 2 teams in NA going to be playing in our semifinals, and we have 2 of those teams going through into the Pro Series Brazil. So to kind of give you a whole idea of the whole spectrum, because I know things have changed up in recent times, we've had the Pro Series January we had the Gods of Boom Invitational with Noble and Lazarus. So Noble won that one. So they qualified for the next Guns of Boom event, or for the Gods of Boom event. We had the winter season going on at the same time, which the top teams went to play in the Guns of Boom Pro Series Texas tournament, which happened back like a month or 2. I actually can't even remember when. I want to say April. We'll go with April.
We'll go with that.
Played back in April.
I believe you.
And we had Impact come out first place for that one, so they got through into the next Gods of Boom event. We have now the Brazil event kicking off, which was the conclusion of the spring season, and the 8 teams will be playing in 7 days. We have Impact, Eanix, Lazarus, Dust 2, don't know why I'm counting up my arm, Bazookas, and Cyclone GG. And then the #1 team, unless it's Impact, it'll be the #2 team then, will be the 3rd team now, going to be qualified through to the Gods of Boom event coming up in July. And then we have the 4th team being Invite. So we don't know who it is yet. However, we both have PayPals, which are very lacking in funds, and that could potentially affect your chances to getting through into the Gods of Boom event. And then what we're playing for now, just to give you an idea, it's a summer season, and they're playing for the Guns of Boom Pro Series Germany event, or I guess technically Europe event, because we had one at NA, we're having one now in EU, and it'll be in Germany at Gamescom in August. So Gods of Boom will happen before this one, but this is all playing for that big event in Gamescom for
right on your doorstep.
Literally on my doorstep. I can walk 5 minutes and be there. Not even kidding. I'm literally next to Cole Mesa, which is perfect for when you work in Gamescom, but who knows if we're going to be there.
Well,
it could be like random new people.
Fingers crossed for you, at least. I mean, I live in the middle of nowhere.
It would be weird if I wasn't there when I live right down the street.
Yeah, you can just go as a fan if you're not.
I could, but my bed is also very comfortable at 8 in the morning, and it's very warm and nice.
You're a pretty big fan of your own bed.
I am a giant fan of my own bed and beds in general. But let's take a look at the brackets for... Yeah, I thought you were going to say my bed. I'm like, I'm pretty sure I've never been in there. The brackets for today. For NA, we have Impact Gaming up against Broken and Epic up against Eanix.
Wow.
Now, I was telling you before this, Falcone, that I feel like NA is the more structured region when it comes to the top teams. There's a #1 and #2 team. Generally, the #1 team is a certain team, which is Impact, and Eanix can sometimes beat them. But it's generally #1, #2. 3 through the rest, it always changes. But comparing this to Europe, where the #1 and #2 always changes, this is more of a stable kind of region. You look at Latin America, you have one team. You have Bazookas, who are basically the best team. You look at Southeast Asia, like Cyclone is one of the best teams, if not the best team. There's not too many teams that are able to challenge that. I think Southeast Asia is similar to North America, where there's like 2 teams who could constantly battle out for #1 spot. But this is going to be a much different telling of games than what you saw earlier.
So what you're saying is that you're expecting Impact and Eanix to be the finalists.
Yes, and if history runs true, Impact will win because they won the last like 4 times in a row they played in the finals, if not 5. Like 4 or 5.
That's a big if with the history thing. Like, don't tune out of the broadcast. You don't know the result.
I'm not trying to ruin it. I'm just saying like that's the predicted. So if Impact lose, to Broken here, that's going to be a major upset. And that kind of gives us an insight to how Impact are playing before Brazil.
Right.
And then maybe about some newer teams, because obviously Broken, I feel like Broken and Epic are kind of just like culminations of teams that have broken apart,
Yeah.
come back together. But it's going to be tough. But for, like, for instance, Format's going to be playing here. We've seen him play with Elmo, or as Elmo as well, in a pro player. I think, wasn't Elmo on Impact? It's actually still tagged up as Impact, so that's interesting if he actually switched over to a new team. Would be interesting.
Yeah.
But either way, we should be getting this one underway. And we do have a slightly new format when it comes to the weeklies now. We have, obviously, the best of threes, the best of fives, best of threes and semis, best of five in third place, and the finals match. However, the maps have changed.
Yep, we have a different map rotation every single week. We got a lot of TDM. Yeah,
this week. A lot of TDM. And, sometimes it favors teams who can play it well. And unfortunately, it does punish teams who are not too good at this. And, well, Gentrix, the best player in the world, in terms of statistics-wise, is going to continue his reign of dominance here as he gets the first elimination.
Starts the game with an instant headshot, and honestly, Impact are doing exactly what we expected them to do. Triple elimination from Corrupt already as they take their dominating positions on the map. Impact Gaming grouped up very tightly together, and you can totally understand why on this map.
And also Format, considering it's been announced in the Discord, I guess we can just say it. I had a Twitter post about it. He'll be actually be on the analyst desk in Brazil. So he didn't qualify, but he'll be there nonetheless. And you know what? He'll probably make more in general from the event than he would have made playing from working it. So
don't tell the players that.
Yeah, we want to keep our jobs, right? But 149 to 83. Good start here for Impact off the bat.
Wow, Venom going with the G launcher there. He was low on health, so he dealt as much damage as he could. Unfortunately for him, Guacamole gets the double limb. Now Corrupt with the G launcher does get a Merciless there and a double kill with the G launcher. Impact Gaming just dominating. If they can keep this up, they should win this game pretty easily, because once you get ahead in TDM, it's pretty difficult for the other team to catch up with you.
Well, they also won the Pro Series Texas event without dropping a single map, so I'm not sure if they're going to be dropping anytime soon, to be honest. Ariel getting a little bit aggressive there, but again, we talked about the 1v2s. You should not really be able to get any eliminations there, but he does get one at least. And they Corrupt back on a streak. Look at the score difference, 230 points between the teams.
Elimination streak, perfect aim. Ariel now pushing in, might be walking into a bit of a trap here, although he gets behind Format. And wow, Merciless with the G launcher almost gets both of them, but then gets teamed up on.
So one thing I haven't talked to you about.
Okay.
Have you ever seen Quake or played Quake?
I've seen it.
Okay. So Quake, and it's a game that's very methodical, and you have to, most importantly, or one of the most important things, is have the right weapon for the right situation. And I'm mentioning that because you're going to see a lot of close quarter fights. If someone has a machine gun out or has a sniper rifle out, they have to obviously take the shot with that gun or switch over to the shotgun, which takes time, which means the enemy does get the first shot off. So having the right weapon in the right situations is super important, and I feel like if you watch a lot of these players and you try to keep an eye on that, you'll see how good they are at it, or at least how good the best players are at it, and using the right weapon for the right fight.
Yep.
And that can obviously turn the tides of a battle. It can turn you into one of the worst teams or one of the best teams, and that's why Impact's one of the best here, is they basically double the score Broken in our first map.
Yeah, that was a pretty incredible display right from that very
pretty
first
impactful
shot.
start.
Very impactful start as I spit those words.
It didn't seem very broken on that side.
Oh,
boy. Dropped about half points, 270.
Gonna be a long night, isn't it? Is this gonna carry on?
I mean, there's only two teams, so.
Okay, not that long a night though. But yeah, incredible display. And what you were saying about the weapon switching is really interesting. I'm going to keep an eye on that, see how many of the players actually start fights by switching up. You'd expect that most of the time it's pretty obvious which of the guns you should be holding, because, like, if you're going around
well,
a corner,
that's the thing, right? So
shotgun.
You could be long-range sniping, but if your team doesn't get the information that someone broke through your back line, they can come in with a shotgun. You're like, all right, well, I have a sniper rifle, they have a shotgun. I should lose this battle, which most of the time they will. But again, you're constantly having to switch weapons, having to take in information of what your teammates are calling to know to have the right weapon. If you have a shotgun out in a situation that's better for like a long-range weapon like a machine gun or something, then your assault rifle, then you're screwed. Like, you're going to not be able to win that fight, and that's going to cost you your death. You're not going to do that much damage to the opponent, which means they're not going to be punished for taking that 1v1 battle against you, which especially in TDM means they're going to have more of a chance to do more damage with that one life they're given until they have to respawn back through.
Corrupt there, 7 and 4 with the eliminations, whereas Weedles on Team Broken, unfortunately 2 and 6. So you can see how Impact Gaming, all in all, were pretty dominating in that game. But next up is going to be King of the Hill on Paradise Island. And I was saying to you earlier, I really enjoy watching King of the Hill. I think it's great that there's this focal point where everyone sets their attention, and I just find it really fascinating to see how the players go about defending it once they've captured it.
I find it where they call it Paradise Island. It should probably be called Slaughter Island, because I don't think going to an island where I can die sounds like paradise. Then again, I'm definitely afraid of the ocean, so any island that has a body of water around it would classify it as an island because it's surrounded by water, I guess.
Corrupt trying to go in behind there with the shotgun. Gets one of them, but does get eliminated by the other. No one has touched the point just yet, although Broken do seem to have most of the immolation here, and Format gets it.
Don't worry. You know, it's just the initial start. And, you know, as you mentioned it, now we see two eliminations come for Impact. See a flank coming in from Aerial. And now the point should be turned here in a few seconds. So, like, sometimes it's not necessarily an upside to take the point right away. Sometimes it's an upside to actually just do a lot of damage to them and then come back, get those eliminations quickly, take the point, and then you've taken no damage, and now you're set to defend.
It was just pretty funny, to me at least, to see Weedles run in there, or Wheaties run in there.
Weedles. Wrong game. Wrong game here.
Wheaties run in there just with no health and just die immediately. It goes to show that you need to be a little bit more careful with your life. Maybe he should have just let the point go, waiting for his team to keep up, and then run in one more time.
So it's also a viable strategy, especially when you take the point, is to rush their spawn if you're like lowish HP, because you get some free damage, quote unquote free damage in, because you're gonna die eventually, but you get the damage in and you respawn. So you get the more guaranteed possibility of doing damage with that little bit of remaining health and sitting back and potentially getting sniped or eliminated before you have a chance to shoot. So typically you'll see teams do that, or like to rush into their spawn if they're feeling confident enough. But we do get some more of a closer match here, I guess I could say. 400 to 370. Of course, just as I say it, we take
the triple LM with Venom.
60-point lead.
Wow.
He's sometimes good.
Yeah, I mean,
I like to say that because he likes to have the attention to him. Is the best way to say it.
Gentrix gets the double there. Tried to go for the triple. Didn't quite get the triple, but did get the elimination streak. And that seemed pretty vital, as for a second there was no member of Broken around, and Impact Gaming had free reign to the point. Now Venom just running around with a shotgun, double elim there. Elimination streak for him.
He got triple off of that.
It was a triple.
Yeah.
Broken just can't get a word in at the moment.
Got a flake around the backside, and again, you really have to watch these flanks. There's some positions you can hold him. It's a small map, yes, but if that one player breaks through in a position you're not expecting, he can do a ton of damage, and it can evolve into you getting very far behind the score. And this elimination feed has just been basically all blue now. 800 to 489, over 300-point lead.
Just another triple elim after triple elim after triple elim. Let's see. Oh no, we get a double elim from Format there. He's pushing the point. Oh, gets sniped by Venom one more time.
Oh, Weedy's going to run around the corner directly into the hands of Venom, but the hands are not going to be strong enough to hold him down as eventually get the elimination. And we do see a lot of eliminations coming in for the red side. The problem is they're down by so many points, almost 300, and we only need another 82 to close it out for Impact. So Broken, for them to come back into this one would honestly be one of the most difficult things I've seen. It's possible. The problem is they don't have control of the point.
Yeah, catching up here seems nigh impossible. 1005 for Impact Gaming. That is going to be the series, unfortunately, for Broken.
Or fortunately for any Impact fans out there. You know, it's a double-sided coin.
Gotta put a
double-edged sword.
there.
Yeah, so Impact moved through to play against the winner of Epic against Eanix. Did a good job there. But again, that's kind of what we expect, at least out of these first weeks. I mean, Impact have been top two. If I can just keep muttering words here while I go back in my notes, just to find how many weeks in a row that they've actually been able to pull this off, because I really do take notes and I make sure to keep track of this. As I can see in Cup 2, 3, 4, 5, they won first place in North America. And at Cup 6, they did as well. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cups in a row for first place. And out of those 5 cups, they beat Eanix in 3 of them.
So best team in the world, you think?
I mean, yeah.
The numbers do
hands down.
say it all, don't they?
They didn't drop a single map in Texas. I don't think they'll drop a single map in Brazil if they keep playing like this.
Okay, until that point, every single elimination death ratio we'd seen had been negative until Format was 10-10, and now Venom with 14 elims and 6 deaths, and Gentrix with 11 elims and 6 deaths. We're seeing who the strongest members of the team were, at least.
Well, that's the thing about Impact, I feel like, because there are some teams who have those like standout players that are like hands down, yeah, like the star, like Doran for me is one of the star players in EU. Impact, anyone can do that. They have a team of anyone who can stand out.
They just
And
like flip
that's
a coin
thing.
between games, being like, okay, do you know what? I'll be the standout player this game.
I mean, yeah, flip a coin, have a 1v1 aim battle or something. I mean, Gentrix statistically is the best player in the world from all the competitive players that we've been seeing over these tournaments. And to have him on the roster who can step up, to have Venom who can step up like that, getting multiple triples, that's something you want to see when you have a roster, and it's something you want to see when you go into these big tournaments, which they will be in 7 days. But you know what? We're going. We're going to a break because we have to get ready for our next match, which will be Epic up against Eanix, and we'll see you guys soon. Welcome back, everyone, to the Guns of Boom Season 2 Summer Challengers Cup as we're getting underway now with our second semifinal of the day, North America. I'm Jason Kaplan. This handsome snack next to me is Falco, and as we're moving into...
You. What?
Yeah, me. I was talking about me. The handsome snack next to me is also me. I see my monitor right there, which is my face on it. No, we're moving into our next match. It's going to be Epic against Eanix, and we're going to be seeing if Eanix can maintain their dominance in the North American scene just behind Impact, as they have not been able to beat them the last 3 times they've met when it comes to the finals of these cups, but they still have to win this match to get there.
Yeah, though it shouldn't be too much of a stretch to imagine them winning this, based on what you said earlier, but what are you about to interrupt me with?
I figured it out. The camera slanted.
Huh?
The camera slanted. Because you looked, when I'm looking at you, you look taller than me. If I look at the screen, I'm taller than you. It's the camera. It has to be the camera.
Now, you look taller than me in real life, but then everyone
No, right now.
Yeah.
Oh.
You look... But then
I have that big of a forehead?
Everyone always looks taller than me. It's just... It's not your forehead.
I mean,
it's not
we're
your hair.
basically the same person. Everyone looks taller than you. Everyone looks shorter than me. It's a rough life for us, but at least on planes, you don't have to worry about leg room. So we're moving into this next match. Will be another best of 3. Again, 2 TDMs, and we'll have 1 King of the Hill, which we will 100% get to, but the second TDM might not happen. But we'll see. We'll see. Epic, we have, let's see, Swagger, Guppy, Kitty Monster, Mr. Mamba. So it's, again, a lot of players we have seen the last season. I'm a little bit worried, though, because I can see Guppy's ping is a little bit high.
Oh, yeah.
194 MS.
That's not what you want to see, not in a game as frantic as Guns of Boom.
I don't even want to see that ping when I'm trying to, like, read a book on my e-reader.
Oh, I don't want to see it in
And there's not even supposed to be ping on that, like, you know. So hopefully he's going to get things sorted, and we should be hopping into this one shortly. But I'm expecting Eanix to still win. If we're looking back off past results, Eanix has finished 2nd North America in the spring season. Yep, that's how they got to Brazil. And then we'll see how things turn out for the summer season. They've always been the bridesmaid, never the bride, if that's the best way to go about it.
It is all about consistency. And you were talking about this earlier during the EU broadcast, and that it's important that these top teams are coming back every week, and they are earning their points every week. I think it's first place 100 points, second place 75 points. They need to be getting these every single week in order to qualify for the EU Pro Series.
So I can tell you, Cup 1 for last season, first place. They beat Simplicity in the finals. Cup 2, second place, lost to Impact. Cup 3, third place, beat Simplicity in the in the third place match. 4th Cup, second place, lost to Impact. 5th Cup, third place. 6th Cup, second place. So they've always just been number 2, number 3, always trying to fight for that number 1 position to get there. But they've not been able to have that breakthrough. Maybe the summer season will be their chance to finally make that move happen.
Eanix definitely making a strong start here, though. They got the slightly, though, Swagger with the Blade Master there. Made a little bit of a comeback. Optimus sneaking up behind. That's always what you like to see in Guns of Boom. As he, just missed on the double limb.
I thought you were going to say that's what you always like to see in Transformers, is sneaking up behind, but that didn't really make sense, I guess. Yeah, the way you went with it made much more sense. 184 to 98, though. Eanix off to a fantastic start. Unfortunately, Kitty Monster at 0 points still, having a rough game. J Master, though, at 114. As, of course, I just talked about him, he does get eliminated. Kitty Monster as well gets the first elimination, so finally gets some points on the board. But Eanix still 100-point lead, maintaining this and doing fairly well.
Yep, they can play this game sort of very chilled out. They can stay very defensive, let Epic walk into their choke points.
I don't think they'll do that, though.
Or they can just run out
and they want
each other with Blade Masters. And
I want to say they want blood, but there's no blood in the game. So they want dog tags. There we go.
Booms.
I said something else. 288, 298 now to 221. It looks like Epic have been able to get a little bit of a distance closed in on this gap, but again, there's always that rising tide that happens and that ebb and flow that happens when it comes to TDM as Guppy goes on a streak, puts him within 40 points.
It really looked like Goku Javier was sneaking up behind, and all right.
Sorry, Javier.
Javier?
Javier. I'm sorry. I'm in the U.S., California, so I'm like used to.
It was funny to see him like try and sneak up behind. It looked like he was going to get there.
I'm never gonna let you live that down. I'm gonna tell Lethal Brazil to mention that when you see Eanix there.
Oh well, I guess that's the end of my Guns of Boom casting career.
What other ways could you call people here? Are there any other names you could do that?
Always just run through all of the names.
Well, you know, you could think about it while we do see that the lead has actually been cut down to a very small gap. Epic has been really able to shine. Guppy gets a nice little quick double and actually helps take the lead here for Epic. There's a chance Epic might be able to take this map if they can continue this pace.
Yeah, as long as they can survive a little bit longer. Obviously, there's the basketball effect. Their health is going to be a little bit like, you just can't get over this.
Javier. Oh, I'm sorry. I know it's like kind of rude, but I don't mean it in a rude way. I really didn't expect you to say, I was like, Javier. I was expecting you to say Goku, just if anything, you know, because we had a Jiren and then a Lord Beerus.
Well, that's certainly what I'm going to do now.
Well, 472. Eanix do have the lead. 2 minutes left. As you can see, teams take a lot more of calculated risks when it comes to these fights. You can see Swagger with Optimus off to the side, trying to bait them out, trying to actually lock them down into this doorway. The problem is, Guppy's been able to sneak through. Optimus going to be watching the side. Optimus gets the shot, tying things up at 472. Now that the defenses are a little bit light here to Eanix.
Guppy!
One more elimination is all they need here, and Epic can take the first map. Javier might get caught out off guard. Actually, Optimus might be caught, but J Master's the one to fall. And Epic and TDM have been able to come back from over a 100-point deficit.
That was amazing. And Guppy in particular, that game
13
was
elims,
amazing.
4 assists.
13 elims, over 200 points. And those last few elims were vital as well. I don't know if you saw I forget who it was on Eanix, running towards him with the assault rifle, but Guppy immediately with the headshot and then did the exact same thing a few moments later.
What's the core that they have?
The core?
Transformers core? What's the Allspark? Took the Allspark out of them. I don't think it's the Allspark. It's something else. Doesn't matter. But Guppy did the deed. And on high ping too, 154 MS, was able to come out that strong when they needed him to.
Well,
and now Eanix, I mean, oof.
I guess that ping's not that bad after all.
I mean, to hit those shots, clearly not. But that's the start you wanted to see happen here for Epic.
To be fair, our friend Javier's ping is almost as bad as Guppy's. So it's not that bad.
What was that laugh? That was like an old man wheeze.
Oh, I'm good.
That was, I swear, you turned into an old 80-year-old man.
How do you know I'm not 80?
Just don't make any noise when you laugh, but just do the.
Okay.
I can't even do the. I'm not old enough.
Teach me how to laugh, senpai.
I can't. I can't, young Padawan. It's enough about Star Trek. So moving into our second map, going to be Paradise Island, King of the Hills. You enjoy?
I do enjoy King of the Hill, and
I love how the teams are being so quick today.
They really are.
I'm loving it.
We're loading into the next game as we speak. It's going to start in 3, 2, 1. There we go. Okay.
That's close enough.
Good enough.
Good enough for Javier.
Do you mean Goku?
Yeah. That's his new form. Super Javier. I feel like you said Super Saiyajin too, then, if you said Javier. Well, the initial control going to go over the way of Eanix. They're quickly going to be dismantled, or at least attempted to, as Kitty Monster will go back with 8 lives now.
G-launchers are coming out already. Thanos and Guppy both getting a limb with theirs.
Please tell me no Thanos.
Yes. It's the guy from...
The gun.
The guy from Game of Thrones, right?
No, the gun in the game. You snap your finger with the gun, and there's a 50-50% chance you eliminate their team or your team. That's a risk you have to take.
I wouldn't want to play with that one. Not in a tournament as high stakes as...
I would do it, because I know how bad I am. I'm like, all right, this is technically more than 50-50 for me. This is actually like 70-30.
Reasonable.
Well, speaking of 70-30, we have about a 70-30 split here in points for Eanix up against Epic, 254 to 176, and that lead is, that's quick math. I don't need.
That was a nice try with the numbers.
Do you ever start talking and just never know where you're going?
Yeah.
I have this happen too often when it comes to casting. Guppy again trying to do work with a sniper, yet again able to take down Javier. Gonna come around the corner into Optimus, and
oh, there's the double limb.
Yeah, good little start. And it does help, I would hope, take the point back.
There's a triple.
Yeah, there you go.
Guppy is so good with that rifle. These snipes are just instant tonight.
The snipper riffles coming out strong. Optimus trying to take his hands at this long-range battle, but Mr. Mamba gonna shut him down. A delicious chew.
As Epic once again managed to just about overtake Eanix. They've got the point.
You know, they start off slow.
Sort of got the point.
You know, they start off a little slow, but then they pick up some steam.
Eanix got it back. Now Eanix gonna be doing everything they can to defend it.
Man.
Look at that team effort there with the G launcher. This little double limb.
It's actually nice because with them pushing inside of that hut, they weren't allowed to get on top of the point to turn it quicker, which allowed Optimus to play further back. He got an elimination as they were trying to push in towards the point. In the end, it will be eventually turned over. Actually, no, sorry, it will be turned back over to Epic, but it was a little try there. And again, that point lead has just been closed on.
Well, Epic got the point back, but they didn't get it back with enough health really to stick around on it. As once again, Eanix are in control, and they seem to be in control very nicely as well. Most of the members of the team still sitting at full health, but Guppy's out with the sniper. Once again, gets the perfect aim.
Epic is just sniping like all day, which it's nice when it comes to like TDM, when you have these long-range maps. Here, you need a lot more shotgun action, especially if you play in these close-quarter combat positions. Thanos going to miss that nade, unfortunately, as Guppy's going to come around the corner. And speaking of the shotgun, going to use it, but Optimus flanking from behind, gets one. Unfortunately, the second player was already eliminated, but it's still Epic with the lead. Swagger trying to hold on to the point, and Swagger's in the 1v1. He gets the elimination, more importantly, buys some time for the respawns to come through, and that lead is growing now for Epic.
Yeah, it's going to grow wider and wider as long as they can keep control of the point. That being said, it's gone back to Eanix. And Eanix seem to kind of have a pretty firm grasp on it, though their players are dropping like flies now.
See, trying to push in towards spawn with low HP because you get free damage and technically the rush back in towards the point. 810, 815. Even with control, Eanix are just barely ahead in the lead. There should be no more G launchers on the side of Eanix, so you don't have to worry about too much explosive damage. Scuppy rounds the corner with a wide swing, takes down Javier. Kitty Monster takes down Thanos, so now we're 80 points away for Epic to close out this series in a 2-0 against Eanix.
I mean, Guppy is just impressing me more and more every single time we watch it. Can we just watch Guppy for the whole of the next map? I'd like that.
There's your commentator's curse as he does get eliminated. 2 points left, and they've done it here. Epic pull off a surprising turn, take down Eanix, one behind over 100 points in TDM, and go through to play against Impact in the finals. That is going to be a tougher match, but that is a good start for them as a team when it comes to this season.
Absolutely. I mean, you were saying that the teams are very consistent, and the Eanix is one of the best teams. Obviously, Eanix is playing in Brazil next week, but being taken down by a team with a much worse reputation, I guess, not something they're going to be that happy with tonight. But that's okay. They can still compete for third. They can still get a decent amount of points and prize money. Don't forget, because we weren't here last week, all points and prize money today are doubled. So it's still not a bad day to get third.
Yeah, it's just not as good as first, unfortunately.
It's not as good as first.
Yeah, it's like 240 versus 800. That's a lot of extra.
You know, when you put it that way, it does feel kind of bad.
I mean, if anything, they should kind of be a little bit upset too, considering I think they were a team most people expected to get through the finals, a team that is expected to do well when it comes to Brazil, but now with them losing this match, I hope it doesn't break their spirits too hard because they're playing against Broken in the third place match. But speaking of that match, let's take a look at the brackets. You guys have an idea, if you're just joining us, about the other matches that have happened, and of course, the final that will be coming up shortly. It's not next, but it's on its way. It's the penultimate game coming up next with Broken against Eanix.
Yeah. Hopefully Broken won't feel any more broken after...
Yeah, you can do better. I'll give you one more attempt.
All right. Hopefully Eanix won't make Broken feel any more... That's no better.
Hopefully Eanix won't shatter the confidence of Broken.
You didn't say Broken a second time.
I did. I only say it once.
It's shatter.
Yeah, shatter
Shattered
confidence of Broken.
My soul is broken, but it's not shattered.
My brain's broken, which is why we're going to head to a break. When we come back, it's going to be Broken against Eanix. We'll see you guys soon. And we are back for some more Guns of Boom action. We're moving now into our penultimate, our last
third place match.
last game. He helped me in the end. Third to fourth place match here between two teams, which I did not expect to get here. Well, one team I didn't expect to get here. Eanix going to be playing up against Broken as looking to break the spirits.
You made it sound like a good thing there. I didn't expect them to get hit. No, it's a bad thing. You expected Eanix to be in the finals.
I would be really good at giving people bad news. Like, sir, your grandmother's going to die today. What?
Mine?
Oh, mine already dead. Rest in peace, Grandma Jackie, Grandma Harriet. So we'll be moving into this game. It'll be a best of 5 now. We have Skyscraper, Wild West, Military, Atrium, Construction Site. What's special about this map pool?
There's a lot of a certain game type.
Which is?
TDM.
Yep, nailed it. Nailed it. See, he's already seasoned when it comes to casting Guns of Boom. 3 TDM maps going to be coming into this one if we do need it. I mean, I can't really say I expect something to happen because I expect Eanix to win against Epic, especially at least not lose it 2-0. I expect them to at least have a closer game. But I don't want to jinx them, but I'm expecting them to win against Broken.
You'd expect this to be a 3.
They should, based off past results. They should, based off the fact they're going to Brazil. But, you know,
well, if
not
Eanix,
Sunday, but it's... Actually, wait, is it Sunday now?
No, it's Saturday.
Almost Sunday.
Just about.
Almost Sunday here.
Depends where in the world you are. Yeah.
Yeah, because I was saying on any given Sunday that anyone can win. But you know what? We're heading to Skyscraper. Actually, no, we're not heading yet because it looks like they're going to remake it really quickly. Right. I think we had some issues for the side of Broken.
If Eanix don't win this series, they are not going to be going into Brazil in, I guess, the best frame of mind because they're...
Such a defeatist.
I mean, even being in third place is not where they expect to be.
Maybe they want to keep people's expectations low.
Maybe.
No, I'm just kidding. Keep going. Sorry. I was just trying to throw you off. Keep going.
That's just me. I have low expectations in life.
I mean, you're here casting with me. Like, I hope you didn't have any high expectations. So, yeah, it looks like... So, yeah, so it looks like someone didn't load in, so just fixing it really quickly, and we should be hopping in a few moments. Remember, we still have the Brazil event coming up in 7 days. June 8th, you'll have Lethal there. You'll have Format there. You'll have Matt Andrews there. You'll have... Forgetting one person.
I think that was everyone. Stannis?
Anyone that... Oh, yeah, Stannis. Thank you. Thank you. I think that was everyone that mattered. Oh, wait, you're there, too.
Am I?
Yeah. So, yeah, that's your lineup. I mean,
I gotta book a flight.
I mean, I hope you're not booking your own flight. I hope you have your... Actually, you don't need visas. Americans need visas.
I don't think so for Brazil, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, because Brazil was like, hey, we need a visa to get in your country, so you need a visa to get in our country. That's basically what happened.
Really?
Yeah.
Is that...
So you need visas.
It's just 2 prime ministers just doing that.
We don't have a prime minister. We have an idiot in the office. So we are loaded in back on Skyscraper. It looks like everything's ready to go, and we'll kick off this first map in our best of 5 in our 3rd, 4th place game.
Excited to see what Broken can do here against Eanix. They're going to be giving it their all. They want to compete for this 3rd place spot, as it looks like Eanix are dealing the most damage now, but Broken...
I'm starting to cut you off, but I'm really liking the jerseys we have out of Broken. Have you noticed that? They got like the purple overalls. Like all the people have like the purple outfits. Look at that.
Oh, yeah,
the black
nice.
shirts. The purple or the pink short. The pink pants with the black shirts.
You know, you got to dress for the occasion.
See? Look at that.
I really
like it. They got the bananas.
I like the banana.
This is amazing.
Yeah.
I actually kind of am hoping we see like actual, instead of just like the logos on their backs, like actually see like proper skins in game for the teams. That'd be crazy.
That would be very, very cool. I'd buy them.
It's like a luchador kind of outfit. But unfortunately, the wrestling's not going to matter. The unity in the outfit and the unity in the avatars and the unity of deaths is not working out here for Broken.
Goku doing all the work there, not taking any damage. Can he make that the double? I don't think it was quite fast enough, but oh, that was almost just incredible for Goku.
He almost went Ultra Instinct.
It was, oh yeah, exactly.
Wait, you know what that is, but you've never seen Super.
Yeah, I mean, I hear things, right? I talk to people sometimes.
Talking to people? What's that like? Friends? What?
I didn't say friends. I didn't use the F word.
Yeah, that's true. I can definitely understand that on a very deep level in my soul. But Eanix still have the lead nonetheless here on TDM. 253 to 159. Emily getting burned down there, unfortunately, out of Thanos. Format trying to play the sniper position, sitting very far back in their own spawn. Has a lot of actually good angles here because Eanix have pushed out of the central room. But luckily for him, he didn't really need to do too much because Wheaties and Guacamole Made a delicious combo.
Guacamole with a very nice double elim there before he died. Goku and Optimus pushing in together. But wow, Format getting the elimination with the shotgun there.
I really want a banana right now. I don't know why.
Me too, but it would have to be like a perfect banana. Like,
yeah,
I don't want any
ice cream.
Rounds. Yeah,
That's the only way there's a perfect kind of banana.
it's true.
Actually, I disagree. No, I agree and disagree. 380 to 252. 130-point lead here for Eanix. I like the positions that they're holding too. Like, they're not necessarily holding in the rooms where they could be overwhelmed. They're actually taking the fight to the spawn of where Broken is. So they get a lot of early damage in. The thing is, as long as they do good damage before they die, they still are going to win this match no matter what because they have a massive lead.
Format's just hanging out in the background, doing everything he can with his tiny amount of health available. Maybe he can get a snipe or two before he gets eliminated himself. But Thanos there with the double and then gets the G-launcher out. Doesn't do much with it.
Shot his own team.
Yeah, that's not ideal. But Guacamole there, along with Wheaties, pushes a little bit. I keep wanting to... It looks like an L.
It's not the cereal. Oh, Weedles. Ah, that's where you got Weedles from.
I keep wanting to say
That's what you call Nakla.
Exactly.
Now I get it.
The L's in the eyes, that, you know.
Yeah, no, I understand. But I also understand that Eanix did win that map. 594, so a pretty big lead. Again, 100 points maintaining it. There is the potential to see 3 TDMs, but we have to see Broken win the 2 other game modes, which is going to be King of the Hill and Wild Wild West.
I've got to say, I'm really liking what I'm seeing out of Format, though.
Are you just saying that to butter him up before you meet him in Brazil?
Exactly. No, seriously, he's got the most points on the team, you know, competing with the best of them in Eanix. When he had low health, he was sitting back with a sniper, just getting the few pot shots, getting the few eliminations that he could. I liked it.
You'll tell me what you think about him after off air.
Yep.
And then I'll relay that information until I'll record it on my phone. But no, I mean, he played well. He played smart, considering they were down by so big of a deficit that he had to play really safe to make sure to not give away any kills, no extra points onto their side. However, it wasn't enough in the end. Unfortunately, didn't have that strong of a start. J-Master at 171 points. Not a bad pickup. I mean, considering you only need 500, that's over 20% just by himself.
Wow. I don't know what to say other than wow. We're back to wow again. Wow. No, seriously.
Are you trying to say that he was very jammy? That he was minted in points?
What?
You're British, right?
Yeah.
You should know these words.
I know the words. I'm not following how you're getting to them.
What, jammy, like lucky?
Right.
And then minted, he was really well off in points.
Oh, okay. You're just saying them. There's no like link to.
No.
Oh.
I was trying to make it more accessible to our British audience.
Sorry, so you're just saying British words, and because they're just normal words to me, I'm like, yeah. Why are you saying them so strangely?
I just want to know we're on the same page.
We're sort of on the same page.
It's just I'm on one side of it, and you're on the other side of it, I guess.
Yeah, that's it.
Well, Eanix here as we move into Wild West Saloon. We're going to start off with the initial lead. King of the Hill can be very bloody when it comes to this point, especially with how you take it initially.
It would be the equivalent if I said I really like Broken's pants and started giggling.
Well, I know you're British, so I know you're talking about their underwear.
Right. But like, to you, pants is a normal thing, so.
Yeah, I'm wearing pants. You're wearing pants.
Yeah. I'm also wearing trousers.
Well, don't spoil it. But look at this lead, though. As I guess Eanix are spoiling the hopes out of Broken. 235 to 80. They are off to such a strong start. Your Guacamole does get 2, but again, these eliminations that will come through now are not like they 100% earned them. They had multiple squads come in. They had multiple respawns to finally break them down.
Now Eanix managed to start this game.
And then they don't even do that. Like, Goku comes in, gets a double, J-Master gets 1. And they can't even break through this defense. I was talking to you about before. Like, attacking is so difficult to do. Well, attacking's not hard to do, but attacking and convert it into a hold is so difficult when it comes to this map, particularly on King of the Hill.
Exactly, because by the time they're starting to get the point back, Eanix reappear again, eliminate them, and take the point back for themselves. It's just this never-ending loop, which obviously, in order to win, Broken have to end it. But once again, we see J-Master taking the point back. Can they hold on to it just for a little while? No, they can't. Format. As Format comes in, gets the double elim. Now, Broken have the point. Maybe they can hold on to it and get some points back. It's not looking bad right now, actually, for Broken.
Yeah, it's about getting those clean takes, not taking a lot of damage and coming in. This nice little 2v1. J-Master, hello, format, please. Get the elimination onto him. Finally does get it. Gets a streak off of it, but he took a hell of a lot of damage, which he's going to be cleaned up by Optimus. Now allows, we see Eanix able to push in off the back of that. Guacamole on the high ground, Emily on the low. Guacamole takes the snipe shot out of Thanos. He gets overrun from the high ground out of J-Master, and just like that, Eanix should have control back.
Yeah, it looks like it. And once again, the cycle continues, and Broken needs to break the cycle. Is that better? Any better at all?
Oh, broken, break. Got
Yeah.
it was all right. I was more curious about like what cycle are they breaking and how do they break it?
By getting the point and holding it for more than one wave.
Actually, that's a good way to put it, waves, because that's what Broken are doing, like wave after wave, and Eanix are just trying to fight for the last man standing. Looks like we have a little bit of a lag out for one of the players, which is unfortunate. But again, I have seen 3v4 victories here for teams. Eanix is just, 100 points away from closing this out?
Yeah, I don't know if we've seen a comeback quite this severe. I mean, Broken...
You can't. Dude, I'm just going to say, you just can't.
No, Broken only have half of the points they need. Eanix, what,
they just need to kill you over and over again. As long as they eliminate you like a couple of times, it's over. Doesn't matter if you control the point.
Yeah, I mean, or just control the point. Like, do nothing else, you know?
Now, J-Master wants style points. Unfortunately, he's not going to get them because Optimus swings in behind, baiting him out, and getting the final elimination. But that's going to be a 2-0 lead now for Eanix.
And that wasn't close at all. That was complete annihilation by Eanix, unfortunately, for Broken.
That's how I expected the match versus Epic to go. I expected Eanix to win, not necessarily as heavy-handed, but like to win pretty clearly, and yet they struggled. Maybe it's a warm-up game for them, which shouldn't be because they had matches before. Maybe they didn't expect Epic to play that well, but either way, they are stuck now playing in the third, fourth place match. There's still a lot of money on the line here for them to win. Points as well in particular. I won't say Eanix is like, all right, well, they're out. They're number 3 team, you know, in the US and NA now. But there's definitely a level of stepping up they're going to need to do over the rest of the season to get that first and second place back, to get a free trip to Germany. I guess technically not free because you have to work for it, but once you get that ticket, you don't really have to pay too much yourself.
Well, yeah, all expenses paid, as you were saying earlier.
Almost all expenses.
Food, you get your hotel, you get...
I mean, with how cheap alcohol is in Germany, it's basically all expenses. And the fact is, if you're not even 21, you can't drink in the US, you come to Germany, they drink age is 16 for beer and wine, 18 for hard alcohol.
Oh, well, there you go.
I think it's 18.
There's a difference between wine and... Oh, interesting.
Yeah. Because it's a lot easier to like binge drink on hard alcohol versus like beer.
Gotcha. I'm learning more and more.
I think it's smart because I feel like, this is completely off topic, but I feel like you learn more of the bad effects of alcohol younger. Mm-hmm. Like, for instance, in the US, you can drive at 18, but then you can start drinking at 21.
Right.
You can drive actually earlier than 18, but like you learn about the bad things, and well, I guess I don't know.
Off topic. I agree with you. As we jump,
I don't know why we're talking about this.
So game number 3. Can Eanix make this the full sweep? Here we are in TDM. Well, okay, J-Master with the triple elimination to start off this game. Okay, yeah, I think Eanix might be able to get...
J-Master, they should call him T-Master, because he's a triple elimination master at that.
Zing! Oh, J-Master coming in from behind! Yep.
I just wanted to leave you with that to see where you go with it. And J-Master took it, got a double.
I thought it was another triple for a second there.
Well, if it doesn't pop in the top right, they don't get the bonuses off of that. But, I mean, 100-point lead almost with 55 seconds in. And there's the elimination streak. So, over 100 points, less than a minute in.
In TDM.
They're halfway to their limit of 500, less than a minute in.
It is so hard to come back from this in TDM. Broken are going to be doing everything that they can to just try and scrape some of these points back.
They got over double the points.
Oh, the G-Launcher's coming out right now. 3 G-Launchers back-to-back. Each player only gets 1 G-Launcher per game. So that's a lot of resources being used up.
Oh, a word here for Broken. I mean, they're already down 2-0, but to be down this kind of scoreline now on the 3rd map, they have to beat them on 2 more after this on Atrium, one of the hardest control point maps in the pool. Then on construction site back into TDM. I don't know if they can do it, especially now with less than 100 points left to go for Eanix. J-Master
with another triple with the shotguns. I was about to say that I thought it was great that Broken all grouped together and then one grenade just hit all 4 of them, I think, at the same time.
It's a double-edged sword. You become this like moving death ball, but you also become very susceptible to any explosions. As J-Master back on a streak. He's got 291 points. He has over half the points needed to win a TDM by himself.
J-Master was just at the end of the game running around with his blade. He just getting the blade master. Masters.
You just turned into a
over
John Wick there.
Yeah.
Have you seen the third one?
I haven't yet, no.
You should. Well, no, you don't even need to because you just saw it there at a J Master.
Right.
Jesus. 290 points out of that, man. There's like really not much else to say besides that. They win 3-0. They get themselves third place. They got in quite an amazing fashion, but again, it is not the placing that they were expecting or wanted. But maybe this will push them further. Maybe this will get them to push harder into next... Well, not even next week, because next week there is no show since it's going to be post-series Brazil.
They are going to be pretty upset with themselves for not having got that second place at the very least, or maybe even competing for first place. But either way, it was a great showing all in all. Third place, again, it's what, $200, $240, something like that. It's really nice.
I wish I could make that kind of money for these shows, actually. That'd be a nice little pay increase for me.
You got a KFC.
I did get 20 strips of KFC. It was delicious, but not as delicious as our grand final will be, which we'll be heading to in just a few moments. We have to head to break, but when we come back, it's going to be Epic up against Impact in our final game of the day. And we are back now with our final game of the day here for the Guns of Boom Season 2 Summer Challengers Cup number 1. I'm Jason Kappen, joined by Falcone as we get into this match as Epic up against Impact Gaming. And for Epic to make a name for themselves would be the perfect way to do it. being the #1 team in North America, the #1 team who did not drop a map at all in Texas for the Pro Series event, and the team looking to take Brazil as well, and to kind of really hit them where it hurts. I don't know, is this how you punch? I'm not really much of a fighter.
Today of all days, it really would hurt as well. Again, to remind you, we weren't here last week.
I'm pretty sure it's how you punch, right?
Find out. This is how esports people fight each other.
I can't do it anymore because I mean not to flex myself or anything like that. But I have too much muscle now to do the way I normally would with like. I actually have too much muscle in my chest to do it now.
Oh, I have too much muscle. Oh, yeah. Anyways, as I was saying,
I can Terry Crews these. Just
today of all days is not the day that Eanix want to. Sorry, the Impact. Eanix didn't want to be losing either. The Impact wants to lose.
I don't think anyone wants to lose
because
hopefully.
Everything's doubled. Points are doubled. Prize money.
Points aren't doubled.
Points
are doubled.
Points and prize money are doubled.
I thought it was just money.
No, it's points as well. This is a big deal. Now. Kaplan's just going to go ahead and check.
I'm confirming this. I thought it was money. I didn't think points were doubled today.
I'm almost certain it's points. It's points and prizes. Points means prizes as we jump into the first game of the series. TDM on Skyscrapers.
Points are normal. Eat it. Suck it, Falcone. Suck it.
I'm sure I heard the...
Points are normal. Money's doubled.
Money's doubled then. Okay.
Making me second guess myself.
Well, I got one right today. I'll take that.
50-50. It's not bad.
Either way, Epic actually managing to get the first couple of points in there. Guppy with the Blade Master. Now, we saw some insane snipes from Guppy earlier. Doesn't quite get the snipe on Aerial, though, who does take him down as Impact Gaming are trying to get their lead back.
Kitty gets the first shot off of Gentrix, but again, it is Gentrix. And does get the clean elimination off of that. Doesn't have much armor to work with anymore. Might get shot in the back, but does get around the corner in time. They're actually going to be holding this room. Now, it's not a bad place to hold. The problem is, if you're up against an organized team who's going to be able to attack you from multiple angles, it provides a very difficult place to hold because you have to watch so many different doorways, which we've now seen them be able to trade out 3 for 1, I believe. Well, 4 for 1, I guess, in the end of things. Not able to have the lead at the moment, but either way, they are looking to continue to move this pace through and continue to claw back at this lead that Epic do have.
Epic just about managing to stay in front, but that might be about to change. Then again, Impact Gaming do have quite low health to be surviving with at the moment. If Epic can take them down, they can maintain their lead. It all depends on what happens with this current fight. I think this might be deciding the game right here.
109 to 186, and Swagger doing a lot of damage, but the problem is lost on of a lot of his teammates, being forced to turn back around. But it seems like Impact are really keen on holding this room. They just want to take the battles to Epic, try to keep them off of their sturdy feet, and keep them on the back foot to really confuse them and not let them get comfortable, because that's what Epic are doing. They get inside the middle room, and they sit here and hold.
And Impact are the kind... Oh, Guppy back on the sniper rifle, just to interrupt myself there. Can he get corrupt as well? No! He's not quite pulling off the shots that he did in his previous series, which is unfortunate. If he can pick that up, they have a good chance of winning this map and maybe even this whole series, as they are still just about in the lead here.
They are, but one thing I will say, I have an asterisk next to it because this is the best team in North America, and a lead of about 30 points isn't really much of a lead. I mean, I'm not denying, like, it's a fantastic job out of Epic to have a lead nonetheless against Impact, period. But I feel like Impact can easily come back from this once they just get a couple of good attacks off.
All right, Guppy, he's sniping again. I was going to say every time we see Guppy with a sniper, that hasn't been the case this map, but generally today, he has been very consistent with it.
Okay, that's how he probably felt, that sound you heard after we switched to him and he falls. But there we go, a couple of quick eliminations. Now Impact are going to have the lead, albeit 3 points. Now a little bit further than this. And now Impact are starting to show up here. Now Epic have been dislodged from this middle room pretty handily. Now Impact's actually been able to get control of it. But now, how are Epic going to fight back from this position? Well, maybe it's off the back of Guppy, who gets one, looking for Gentrix. Not going to be given the angle, unfortunately. But they will be given control of the room again.
Impact don't have the most health in the world. Several of their members. Aerial just gets hit by the Blade Master there. And Venom now going to try and push around, get behind Mr. Mamba. Is it going to happen? No, not quite. Not quite. We'll see that one in a minute.
Swagger's going to be low inside the middle room. Venom's going to clean him up. That means the flank's going to come in. Gentrix, Corrupt, all of them chiming in at the perfect time. Venom's going to be the one to fall, but Gentrix is going to be able to get the double, and they complete team wipe. Now the rest of Impact, what do they want to do? Do they want to hold the middle room? We have 50 seconds left to go, so time can be a factor in this. Epic going to be looking to hold back in towards spawn, allow Guppy to get some free range with these snipes. He's got to be able to hit these shots, so waiting for Corrupt. Actually eats a shot himself. But with 40 seconds left, Impact are going to have to make a move eventually. They're going to have to push for these eliminations because they're down in points.
These snipes for Guppy.
Now they can run away. They can run away.
They can run now.
I think they're going to run back and actually just use this point lead in the 30 seconds to force Epic to come to them. Actually, they're retreating back to the middle room. 25 seconds left to go. Epic have to make a move, and they have to do it now.
Guppy having to give up on the sniper was a disaster there. Having to lose his strong position.
Oh my gosh, with 17 seconds left. One elimination for Epic and close us out. They're running back in towards spawn. 13 seconds. Impact have to run completely across the map here to catch them out. 10 seconds. They're going to get here in time. Guppy's going to have a couple of shots trying to connect. Misses the shot to Aerial as they're going to come around the corner. 3 seconds. They have to go for the eliminations. They come in through the backside. Gentrix is one, and they get it the last second. Gentrix gets a double.
Way.
And by 2 points, Impact take the first map.
You're right there.
Yeah, I'm good.
That was some real like heart in mouth action going on there. That's why I was just letting you get on with it. My heart was in my mouth. I mean,
that's where it's supposed to be.
Huh?
I think it's supposed to be in your chest.
Oh, should I see a doctor?
You probably
I've been feeling
should.
a little bit lightheaded recently.
That probably explains it.
And I think
appropriate blood
Epic
flow
was probably feeling pretty lightheaded that game.
I think Gentrix is feeling pretty good now. He comes in with a quick little double in the literally last millisecond to close it out and to take them out for themselves.
Yeah, Guppy actually ended up negative there. 7 eliminations, 9 deaths. It's not what you want to see. We did see near the beginning of that game, every time he got the sniper out, wasn't quite getting it. Unfortunately, that is one of the downsides of using the sniper rifle, is that he has to reload after every single shot. I think it's the Thanatos he's using. He has to reload after every single shot. They are very, very powerful rounds, but if he misses, he has to take a real long time to then get ready to shoot again. And that was his downfall.
Well, the most worrying part, not to take away from Impact taking the map, for Gentrix, great little double at the end of that map, they won by 2 points. Like, this is the best team in North America who only won by 2 points.
You told me this was going to be a sweep. I'm less convinced now.
But Epic, hey, credit to them. They are performing well. Like, what can I say?
I think they're one to watch this season. Just based on that first game and based on today so far.
I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to say that.
Yeah, they want to watch this season?
I'm not going to say that.
I think you can make...
There's just one map, you know? We still got 2 more maps potentially to come, if not more.
They got to the finals. I think that alone makes them want to watch. At least keep a half an eye on them.
How do you keep half an eye?
Do you not control your eyes like separately?
No, you said half of an eye. So you're talking about this one eye, just the half of it.
Yeah. I've got half an eye on you right now.
No, you have both eyes on me. And you can't not have both eyes on me when I'm looking this way because my nose is so big. That makes me still feel self-conscious about my own face. Thank you. Jeez. We're heading on to Wild West now as our second map here. It's going to be King of the Hill, and we'll see if Impact can maintain this lead.
Kenny Monster does get a nice start there for Epic. They're not going to sit down by any means. Guppy taking down 2 players on Impact Gaming there. Not quite getting the double elim, but I'm going to count it.
119 is a strong start, though, for Epic.
Yeah. Venom had a nice position there, but Kitty Monster snuck up on him. And now Aerial going to try and deal with Swagger. Doesn't quite get it, but going to try and take that point. Swagger needs to try and stop him, but he gets eliminated as well. And Impact Gaming almost holding on to that point there.
Some damage with the explosives and able to come through. Corrupt gets one. Lead Epic had is dwindling away. Nice little shot by Swagger. Catches Aerial with the grenade in hand. Again, talking about like the weapons. Grenades technically count. Having the wrong weapon at the wrong time can punish you because he got no damage off traded from losing his entire life. Swagger going to push in over the hill and doesn't take anyone down because that's going to be Gentrix getting the elimination onto him. And Aerial getting a double with a shotgun. Look at that. That point lead Epic had over 100 quickly turned around.
Aerial really wanted to get the point then. The G-Launcher came out. It did its job. And now it is down to Epic to try and get that point back. Oh,
just a couple of shots.
Crab just missed a lot of shots there, didn't he?
Yeah, that's a little unfortunate. But again, he got him low, so it's not really that big of a loss for them because they're going to come right back in and quickly should be able to get the elimination. Guppy not going to change too much damage to Gentrix, who's not going to miss too many shots. Aerial gets 2, Gentrix gets 1, and Kitty Monster going to be on his last life as
Gentrix
Impact locks down the point.
running around, eliminating everyone, but now the next wave of Epic's team come in. Mr. Mamba going to take down Aerial there, and now Guppy sneaking around from behind, gets a snipe. There we go. That's what we know you for, Guppy. And another one.
Point A is under attack.
Doesn't quite get the elim. There we go. Now he gets it with the shotgun.
480 to 480, now 506 to 494. His elimination speed is still going blue. Kitty Monster last alive yet again. But that's going to be a wipe coming through. The point taken for Impact. But again, the next wave of attackers coming in for Epic.
They got Impact quite low, but Aerial gets a really nice snipe there. Gets the elimination streak as well. There's another snipe on Swagger. And this is exactly what Aerial wants to be doing. As much damage as possible while taking as little as he can while defending the point.
Took down Mr. Mamba too. And eventually they're going to lose out on all the players around the point, and Epic should be taking this one back. But that means Impact's going to come back in the full HP. Air's got to be careful, kind of by himself, going for a potential flank. Gets inside the saloon, looking for the 1v1 against Kitty. Venom's going to be there to get that elimination. Now it's going to be a 2-for-1 exchange in favor of Impact, as it should be Guppy falling from the backside. So Impact going to lose a point for a little bit of time. And they should, I want to say, should be taking it back. The problem is the next wave is coming back in. This is what I was saying. It's so hard to attack onto the point when you don't have control.
Aerial properly giving Epic the runaround there. Just trying to get behind every spot they can. Actually,
wait, Epic, do you what, cap the point? Yeah. It's been available for such a long time. They've given up a lot of points over to Impact because of this.
Yeah.
I mean, considering the first map went down to a 2-point difference.
Right.
Every point's going to matter. Call out the wall bang.
I'm really enjoying watching Aerial just sort of like running around player to player, just trying to wipe out everyone that he can, and doing some pretty serious work at the same time. Though Impact Gaming looking like they might just be about to take the win unless Epic can get that point back and get some elims really quickly.
10 points left to go. They have control of the point. They're going to win just based off the points ticking. And Impact are going to go up 2-0 here in our finals of the Summer Challenger Cup #1, and are one more map away from locking down the 100 points and, of course, the $800.
These have been some very close games in a very exciting series. And I would personally love to see Epic take it back now. I love to cheer on an underdog, and clearly Impact are the better team here. Like you said, statistically the best team in North America.
Yeah, they should be. That first map made my heart want to go get checked by a doctor.
Mine did. It was my mouth. Almost
How'd it taste?
Bloody.
Oh, they could say like chicken.
We've had a lot of chicken today.
Oh yeah, it's true.
I don't want anything else that tastes like chicken.
And I'm going to have definitely more. And you know what? Impact might have more here in this one. They might have the $800 and the 100 points more importantly. If they can just win this next map, which will be Military Warehouse, I mean, Guppy has some good long angles to play with, yeah. But is Guppy going to be able to do enough to help carry the team with the snipes? I mean, we've seen that.
It's vital.
Can step up.
It really is vital, because every single time Guppy in the previous series, every single time Guppy got one of those snipes, he didn't take any damage, which meant he was free to then get another snipe and another free kill. And whenever you can get an elim without taking any damage, that's just a huge advantage in Guns of Boom.
And in life.
And in life generally. If you can eliminate someone without taking any damage, any HP damage as a human.
And by damage, we mean any evidence being left behind. And by elimination, we mean making cookies for someone. Then that's exactly what you want to do. Make them cookies and clean up the dishes. As it looks like Impact is looking for the clean sweep up against Epic as we reload into our next map in just a few seconds. See how I did that? That was pretty good.
Comparing
Top of my
esports
head.
to
Top of my head.
dishes.
Esports. I was talking about murdering someone, but then transitioned to talking about cookies and cleaning up the dishes. And cleaning up a 3-0 sweep here, potentially.
I'm really scared right now.
I know what floor you're on in the hotel. And I know how slow you walk up and down, walk upstairs.
Bro, I did not take that long, okay? I did not take that long.
I went up to the 11th floor in the hotel.
Second floor, second.
And got back down, and he got on the elevator at the same time as I was coming down.
Second floor, not 11th. Second.
You have no proof it was the second floor. It could have been 11th. I could have been lying to you twice.
You could be lying to me right now.
I'm not lying to you about how this match is going to be kicking off now. 4 minutes in. Well, 4 minutes, 50 seconds left, I should say. and the hopes of Epic to keep their train alive as it chugs along here in the finals, looking to take a first-place finish in their debut as a team.
It's a really aggressive start from Impact, running straight through the middle. Venom going to take out Mr. Mamba there for the double elimination. And now it's just Kitty Monster running around there for Epic before the team respawn. 66-38. Nice start for Impact Gaming, but definitely not too much of a strong start. Epic could come back here easily.
Oh yeah, I mean, look how TDM went on Skyscraper. 2-point difference in that one. Impact had a tough time taking the lead and getting the lead, but when it came down to it in the last few seconds, Gentrix was the man to rely on.
Epic are winning now.
It's 1 point.
By 1 point.
It's 1 point.
Oh.
Ooh, all right, Corrupt.
It's usually Guppy that gets me excited with the sniper, but wow, look at that, Corrupt. The G-Launcher deals a lot of damage there. That could make a big difference in the coming moments.
Kitty's gonna be swarmed here, blocked into a corner, no backup in sight, trying to peek around, trying to do something with this one.
Guppy was...
Well, Guppy was trying to go for a flank there too. Now Gentrix up against Mamba. You see Mamba caught with the wrong weapon out, switched to the sniper, and he had no ammo in the chamber, so he did no damage with that death. And that's what we talk about, those trades, those positive damage trades working out here for Impact now.
Gotta reload, gotta reload. If you're switching weapons, gotta remember to reload the weapon that you switched out of.
Like in life, you know?
Yeah. When you're making cookies.
You gotta reload the oven with more cookie batter to make more cookies. 169 to 162. So far, who's the stand-up player? Gentrix having a little bit of a slow game. 13 points for him.
Every time Guppy lifts a sniper rifle, I love it. But he doesn't love being snuck up from behind. He managed to get one with the Blade Master, but unfortunately do get wiped out by Impact Gaming, who are still marginally ahead. Corrupt gets a nice snipe there on Swagger, though, helps out.
Dangerous, though, because look at their health bars for Impact. With the lead they already have and with a lot of HP as well, they're not really taking too much damage when they do trade these eliminations, so this lead could continue to grow quite heavily for Impact's favor.
Kitty Monster not in a great spot there. The backup has arrived, so Corrupt gonna change his mind, go in a different direction, try and stop Swagger from getting that.
Nice. That was a nice play out of Corrupt because he looked in one direction, the opposite way of where that player, where Kitty was coming from, shot a couple of shots, turned around, knowing Kitty was going to push him, and got the elimination pretty quickly.
Guppy on low health there, does get taken out by Gentrix. Gentrix getting several limbs there, or at least helping out. Mr. Mamba gonna see if he can sneak up on Gentrix. Gentrix ready with the sniper though.
Yeah, it's starting to become a really crucial point.
Yeah.
I mean, they're down by 60. There's 2 minutes left, so I want to say there was a possibility for it coming down to time, but not a military warehouse. Generally always comes down to eliminations. Still about 60 points between the two. 52 at the moment as Impact do pick up a couple of more eliminations. Corrupt and Venom chime in together. The lead lengthening to 80. They only need 120 points to close out not only this map, but the also series. And they get themselves the first place finish in the 800 bucks. Gentrix with the snipe takes down Mamba again, 104 points. But Epic are in hot pursuit here.
Yeah, that snipe was important because Epic looked like they were starting to make a comeback, but there you go. Again, Venom snipes Guppy, beats him in his own game. Gentrix with the shotgun on Kitty Monster. And now Mr. Mamba does get a kill. Mr. Mamba gets a second elim. Oh, I thought that was going to be a third.
Yeah, but it's do or die time here. 446 to 414. Every elimination is going to matter. Guppy's out of armor. Swagger's out of armor. Kitty Monster's losing the armor as it burns away. Ariel's going to be dropping Swagger before he does fall to Guppy. But as long as you trade 1 for 1 for Impact, you close out. Venom gets caught with his head peeking around the corner as he had the sniper rifle. Kitty Monster as well getting kind of caught out here. 1 for 1 trade comes back in again, but Venom closes it out on the Guppy. And Impact will take the 3-0 sweep and take home, not a trophy, but take home 800 bucks.
Yeah, 800 bucks isn't bad at all. 4 players, that's 200 bucks each. Wouldn't mind that at all. As for Epic, though, they did not let themselves down. They had many eliminations throughout that series. Almost won, at least 2 out of the 3 games. Maybe the last one was a little bit further apart, but the first game in particular was incredibly close.
I think that's a moment that Gentrix is going to be watching back time and time again, putting in his highlight reel. It's like, yeah, I won that game. I carried that. I got the final 2 eliminations we needed to close this out. But still, it is a team game and all of Impact. And honestly, Epic did a fantastic job. Really good to see them, come out swinging, beating Eanix. I mean, we can't forget about the path they took here. They beat the number 2 team in North America, and they might have put their foot forward as being potentially the new number 2.
Yeah, it's certainly a good start to get there. And I know you said it's too early to say this, but honestly, I am going to have my eye on Epic for the coming...
Just one eye.
Just one eye now. It's upgraded from
So
half an
one eye on them, and then your other eye has half of an eye on me. Where's that last half going?
That is from me.
You know the answer.
That is from my eyes. And my eyes
oh,
only.
you know the answer. On Brazil coming up, the Pro Series event in Brazil. It's in 7 days.
2 eyes.
June 8th, going to be kicking off in Sao Paulo with some of the best teams in the world. We've got Impact, Eanix, Lazarus, Dust2, Brazuca, Cyclone GG. You guys need to make sure to tune in for that. But before we do cut off the show today, let's look at the brackets one more time, just to get an idea of how the teams did get to where they went. Impact not dropping a map, just like in typical Impact style. However, they were so damn close to in that first game versus Epic.
Yeah, that game could not have been closer. I would have told you 20 seconds before it ended that Epic were 100% going to win that. I would have been wrong as Gentrix made the incredible comeback.
He did?
Which, honestly, I want to go and watch that back.
Okay, well, you know what? We get to go back to the hotel and do that. So, Falcone, thank you for joining me today. You'll be seeing him in Brazil for the Pro Series with Lethal, with Stannis, with Matt Andrews, and with Format on the analysis desk, his first little debut into the scene. Make sure you guys tune in for that one and enjoy, of course, all that's going to be going down in Brazil and see who the #1 team turns out to be. Will it be Impact yet again, or will it be a new team, a new king rising to the table as they're going to be looking to qualify for the Gods of Boom event coming up in the Lanxess Arena in July in Cologne? But from myself, from Falcone, from a production crew here in Katowice, thanks for watching, and we'll see you in Brazil.